Hello folks, welcome to another video here in X-Plane. This will be a Freeware Friday episode featuring this gorgeous beast. Oh, look at that. Resplendent in a red livery. Absolutely gorgeous. Folks, this is the recently released Freeware Travel Air that's found its way onto the org. There'll be a link to it in the description. Lovely looking aeroplane. I love me some biplane action, I must say. Whatever the sim, as soon as I see something that looks like this, I'm in. Folks, we're in a place called Takeoff, which is near Byron Bay, the east coast of Australia, folks. That's not that important for today's flight. The focus of today's video is very much the aircraft. Freeware Friday episode, as I mentioned. Really my way of calling out and thanking the wonderful freeware development community out there for our simulated world. And this one's come together in 10 days, from what I understand. The developer has built this in 10 days. Let me take you into the virtual cockpit. Have a look at that. I love a simple panel. I love the panel in these old birds. Beautiful. That's all you need to enjoy a bit of flight. Texturing wise is pretty bloody decent for freeware, I have to say. Yeah, really hats off to this developer. This is version 1.3.1, I think. It's been updated a couple of times in the last couple of days, and probably will be subject to further change by the time this video hits the channel. But bloody good, I've got to say. Really impressed by it. Looks the part. We'll get it started, get out onto a runway here and go for a bit of a fly. We'll see what she's like. Yeah, short video. Might throw her around a little bit, come back for a landing, or land somewhere anyway. And that's what we're going to do. Let's go flying. Alright, so what could probably be best described as a challenging taxi? We found our way out onto the runway, folks. I'll let you listen to the sounds before we head off. Challenging taxi in that you kind of have to lead a fair bit. This is not an aircraft that sort of turns on a dime, right? And there's probably a reason for that. The tail skid would be it. You don't have that sort of tail wheel to help. So you, yeah, it's a different experience from other tail wheel aircraft to some extent. To some extent, you just got to lead a little bit more, give things a little bit more time to make those turns. Give yourself plenty of room. That's what I'm saying. Shall we go flying? I think we should. So we look like we're lined up runway 5 or something, something like that. You got some reflections in the glass. Don't know what the wind's doing. The windsock is out there. There, it's pretty limp. That's all right. So documentation for the aircraft is a one-pager, which kind of tells you how to start the aircraft, which is pretty simple. Mags to both, mixture rich, crack the throttle, flick the start switch, kind of gets the job done. In terms of takeoff speeds, I'm guessing the airspeed indicator's in miles per hour for an old bird like this. It doesn't make that exactly clear though. I'm guessing somewhere between 60 and 90 we're gonna get airborne. Yeah. So no flaps in this bird. Alright. I'm really impressed by the look of it. Oh, lovely. Let's go flying. Introduce some juice. Bring it in progressively. Try and keep us on the strip. Now we'll go full juice here. Nose comes down, keeping it relatively straight, trying to anyway. There's 60 miles an hour. We should be able to rotate about here. There we go. Oh, beautiful. That's lovely. Feels really nice. Try and fly it in balance, fella. Straight out over the border we go. We might head up towards the north. Oh, that's lovely. Just come back on the juice a tad. We've got XP Realistic Pro providing the some of the head movements, etc., some of the effects. I have got it dulled down. That's gorgeous. Yeah, look, in terms of sound, it's okay. I try to refrain from giving too many comments about sound. I've got pretty ordinary hearing, and I seem to miss a lot of the subtleties of the sound that are built in. So I think it sounds okay though. That's what I'll say. We might do a climb, eh? Up we go. No vertical speed indicator. We'll get up to about 1,500 feet, something like that. Maybe do some arrows. Down to 60 miles an hour. There's a little bit more juice we're going to climb, mate. Shot outside the left, down the left. Beautiful, lovely part of the world. Northern rivers, etc. I think this is ortho scenery by the looks of it. It stretches all the way down here. For me, anyway, on my rig. There it is. Ah, yeah, you can see out here the Hey, hang on. Hang on. Let me go back inside and get some control here. It's not a scenery review video anyway. But I just wanted to. I just noted that where the tile breaks down here. Oh, that looks quite crap, doesn't it? You see that? Pretty big change. Pretty big change in colour, isn't it? Hey? Sort of Byron down there. Anyway, let's do some simple arrows, hey? Put the nailer on roll, just build up a little bit of speed. We track the highway. Go. Nailer on roll around to the right. See how she goes. Oh! Oh, a bit interesting with that XP realistic. Let's disable that. XP realistic disabled. Here we go. We'll try one to the left next. Pitch up, check, roll. Ah, that's a bit better. Lovely. Handles beautifully. That roll rate seems about right to me. Not too sprightly, pretty gentle. Should we try a stall? Come right back on the juice. Still climbing, try and hold our altitude, which is about 3,000 feet. And back slowly but surely on the speed. It's taking a while to wash. We had idle, we are. Taking a long time to wash that speed. More and more back pressure will help. Trying to maintain that altitude on about 3,000 feet. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Hey, it doesn't want to lose the speed, does it? We should brake momentarily though. Momentarily as in now would be nice. It's trying to, it's wallowing, there we go. We get a very, very gentle brake. We won't let that stall develop too much further. After recent videos, they tend to end in rather large hits with terrain, or rather forceful hits with terrain anyway. Alright, take an outside view for those of you that like such things. There's piste. It's challenging to fly from the outside, I find. Beautiful. Oh, I love the, looks like his scarf is blowing in the breeze. I think it's the scarf. Is that what it is? Let me try and... That there, sort of flopping in the breeze. Is that what it's meant to be? Where's our field? Did we lose it? Probably did. Field's behind us at 5 o'clock position. Might land in the opposite direction in which we took off from. The field is down there. Well, we're going to need to lose some serious height here. We might try and slip it. We'll slip her in. Get ourselves slowed down. There's our field. Definitely high. It flies beautifully. It flies like you would expect a biplane of this era to fly. We're lucky we've got a few of them in various sims. Probably my favourite would have to be the Stearman over there in the Microsoft sim. My current favourite. This is great over here in X-Plane. Shout out to all the X-Plane viewers. All three of you. No, I'm sure there's more. I appreciate every single one of you, no matter how many there are. X-Plane videos, as I mentioned, I think in the video featuring the little Freeware Cub. No, yeah, we're well high here. Yeah, they don't get X-Plane videos on my channel. At least don't get a tremendous amount of views, and that's okay. We're not just in the business here to chase views. I'm sure the X-Plane viewers are looking towards X-Plane 12. I'm just going to fly a left circuit here, folks, to give us some more time to get down. X-Plane viewers like myself are looking forward to the release of X-Plane 12. Can't come quick enough for me. I've been liking what I've seen for quite a while. It just keeps getting teased, various features. And yeah, we don't know when it's going to be released. I'm kind of hoping it's sooner rather than later. Alright, so about mid downwind now. So no flaps. Got to get your speed and your altitude under control with a bit of pilotage. There you go. We're all right now. Breeze won't have changed. Give ourselves, just extend the downwind a little bit out to about a 45, and then we'll shoot a tight left base. Back onto the field, down to about 500 feet AGL, 60 miles an hour. Give ourselves a fighting chance here. Might need a little bit more slip. We will need a little bit more slip. Slip it down on the final. Still going to be high. A lot more slip. Okay, we should be okay. We're dropping like a stone now. Let's try and straighten her up, fella. And through 60 miles an hour, we're probably going to chew up a bit of runway here, trying to bleed the speed. She doesn't want to slow down. It's going to be a wheeler. Yeah, and we're also going to bounce it. So we're actually going to go around. Yeah, not fantastic in terms of flying. She doesn't want to drop the speed too quickly. I'm not blaming the aircraft, just my complete unfamiliarity and general flying incompetence. But just noting that the speed does not want to bleed off at all. Quite a steepish bank angle here back onto the strip. There we go. Flying a bleak base. Try and get that speed under control. We're under 60 now. Okay. Still high. Over the highway. I'm not particularly liking this approach either. That speed just will not come off. Right back at idle. See that speed? It's actually building. We're going to bounce it. We're going to go around again. We're going to have trouble here. Third time lucky. We've got plenty of fuel. We've got a lot more fuel than patience, I've got to say. We'll try one more time, folks. We're going to get it on the ground. Come hell or high water here. The video probably will be twice as long as I intended it to be. Get us real low and real slow. right back at idle. Got that speed down to about 50 miles an hour. We're dropping. We're dropping. We're dropping. That speed's building. Alright. Third time lucky, folks. It does want to get down, it just doesn't want to slow down. There we go, touchdown. Will we slow down? Are we on the strip? We're on the strip. We're on the strip. There's the strip, and there we're going to go off the strip. Oh, nice little ground loop of sorts to finish, folks. Was it ever going to end anything other way than that? Probably not on my channel. There we go. Folks, a pretty ordinary end to the video. But great aircraft. This is the Freeware Travel Air. Now available on the org. There'll be a link to it in the description. Thanks as always for your company, folks. And we'll see you next time.